Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So today I'm going to be listing some of my unpopular opinions, and this video is actually inspired by this guy by the name of Anomaly and Pop Anomaly. He basically films with his dad and they talk about unpopular opinions, and I was really inspired by that because I have some pretty odd opinions to say like that. So I'm going to be listing some of them down, and you let me know how much they either rage you or how much you relate to them. So let's get into it. So let's kick things off with movies. I hate movies. I don't know why, but ever since I was a kid, I just don't like movies. They are not something that interests me. I don't care about the story. I don't care about like anything. Like Star Wars and stuff like that, I never watched, and it just never interested me whatsoever. Like, of course, you can't live your life without watching at least some movies in your life, and like, yeah, I have watched some, like Back to the Future, Edward Scissorhands, stuff like that. But as you notice, those movies are really old, and movies by today's standards, they just suck. I don't know, like, you let me know, but I think even animated, no matter what movies, they are just not good today. And granted, I don't watch many, but like, and there are some good ones, like the Minecraft movie or the Oppenheimer. Like, yeah, there's some still funny and great movies out there, but I'm never going to be the one to suggest like, hey guys, let's go to the movies. That's never going to be me. I'm never going to do that, no matter what. While we're on the topic of movies, it's action movies. They are the worst kind of movies ever. If you asked me what is the worst genre of movies, I would gladly give it out to action movies. Stuff like the Endgame, the Avengers Endgame, whatever it's called, and any like Batman or whatever. It is just so boring and stupid. It is, you just see a bunch of people kicking each other and like fighting, and it's just fighting scenes. It is so bland and boring. I don't know. But again, I don't like movies, so I can't really speak much. The next thing is probably going to be surprising to a lot of people, but it's boiled eggs. Whoever eats boiled eggs, you are on another level of interesting, to say it like that. I just don't know why, but boiled eggs disgust me so much. And, you know, like people on Easter and whatever, they eat eggs. And there's people who do ASMR with boiled eggs. You are on another level of I don't understand you. I just hate boiled eggs. They're so gross, and I just don't know why they gross me out so much. Stuff like omelets and like eggs on, you know, eyes or sunny side up, whatever you want to call them, they're fine, they're okay. I still wouldn't prefer to eat them. I'm not an enjoyer of eggs, to say it like that. But like, boiled eggs have to be the most disgusting piece of food out there. I hate them. I never understood them. I never want to eat them or see them ever again. Just the sight of someone eating, like, a gulping down, especially whole. Like, if you do the whole boiled egg, God, I better never see you in my life, because they just creep me out. The next thing, as well, is probably one of the popular things, but it's cheese. I despise cheese. I hate cheese, and I don't know why people put loads of it, especially on like pizza. Yeah, like I used to eat pizza, and I still eat pizza every now and then, and if I can avoid cheese, that's great, that's a plus in my book. I really don't like cheese. Why do they insist of putting, like, you know, the pizza is like 10% and then the cheese is like 50%? Why? Why do that? I'm here to eat pizza, not cheese. I hate it, especially like if it's strings and like mozzarella, what it does. Oh my God, I just don't like it. There's people who do that, like it's a half a circle of cheese, and then they use like a hot knife to like get it on the burger or whatever. My God, that has to be most unsightful things that I've seen in my life. I do not like it whatsoever, and it just like eggs, it just makes my skin crawl. The next thing is the sun. Now, most of you probably are gonna say, but why? Sun is so good and it gives you vitamin D. And that is true, vitamin D is very important, but I just ended up resulting in taking like the drops, if you know, because I hate the sun. I don't like being in the sun. I don't like being exposed to it and being under it. I just do not like the sun. I'm pale as a ghost, and I like it that way. I don't want to get suntan. I don't want to get anything. I like the way I am, and I just don't despise the sun. Granted, I did get sunburned in my life, like 2 times. Now, granted, that could be PTSD, as my mom would say, because I got 2 times sunburned, but I don't know, just being in the sun stresses me out. You sweat, I don't know, I just don't like the sun. That's it. Point proven. I would much prefer a shade and would go outside when it's less sunny outside. This next thing is probably the biggest thing that I defend, but it's ultra-wide monitors. I love ultra-wide monitors. They're so neat and so cool, and so many people just don't like them and don't approve of them. At least around my circles, so many of my friends are saying, oh, it's so wasteful, and why do you need that much space? And it just takes a lot of space. It's so stupid. But that's the point of it, right? I love the tech behind it and the ultra-wides and their structure. It's amazing. Granted, it does take a lot of space in your room and on your desk, but I just love Ultrawide monitors. I see them as super practical, super goofy and funny, especially if you play games on them. It's super great. And I mean, this is my setup, so you be the judge of how stupid that is. But it's cool, right? Like, you can't say that this is not cool. It looks like a pilot's, you know, like a spaceship control panel. But yeah, Ultrawide monitors are super sick, super cool, and I will keep on defending them because they're super neat. This next thing is probably going to bug a lot of people, but it is water with food. If you mix water with food, you're on a different level of just, I don't even know what to call you. People who mix water with food, you're diluting the hell out of the food, and it's just super gross. I don't understand it. No matter what the food is, no matter what it is, even if it's something sweet, I just don't understand why you would mix food with your water. It dilutes the heck out of it. Why not go for a soda or like something else, like a drink? Hell, don't even drink with your food. It's probably not even good as far as I researched. Just why water? I don't understand people who mix water with their food. It is just super, super weird, and I will never freaking understand it. Now, this next thing is pretty big to say like that, and I just wanted to say I'm no medical professionist, nor do I advise anyone to smoke or vape, but if you are a smoker, and if you're someone who smokes cigarettes, I'd say vaping is better than cigarettes. And now, I know probably most of you are going to be like, oh, well, there's a ton of research that, you know, there proves that they're basically the same, but to me personally, like, if you are someone who went from cigarettes to vape, I would probably support that, because honestly I think it's way better. Another thing is people like that just, you know, inhale the cigarettes versus people who just, like, you know, put it in their mouth and then they just push it out for that like smoke effect, because some people, you know, they have an itch for that as well. I would say that is much better than fully inhaling the smoke, because I don't know, it's still probably not good, and again, you shouldn't smoke or vape. It's not really good. But if it's either or, I would probably choose vape, because I think cigarettes and cigars are not that freaking great for you. And I mean, vaping isn't either, but I think it's still a little bit better. This next thing is pretty odd, but it would have to be fake clothing. People who wear fake clothing, they just, I wouldn't really support it. I don't really see fake clothing as something that you should purchase and or have. Even stuff like shoes, even if you're just getting it for like the collectors and for like vibe of that. I saw some people in the past where they buy fake shoes and then they put it behind like as their setup. But like, that's still, you're supporting something that you really shouldn't. It's one of those things where it's like, if you buy fake clothing and if you wear them to pretend that you have money, people that are into fashion, just so you know, they know that the clothing is fake. They smell that and see it from a mile away. And again, if you are someone who can't actually afford luxury clothing, then just don't buy it at all. Like, why buy it? Try to like go into it. It's like the same equivalent of people who buy Rolexes, like fake Rolexes, just to like, oh look, it's a Rolex. That is, you're not proving anything. You're just ruining your reputation by that. If you can't afford a Rolex, you're not in that stage of life yet, and you just can't afford one, then don't buy one. Same thing with luxury clothing and fake clothing. I just don't think they're something that anyone should have, even as a display. It's just not really great. And the next thing is sports. A lot of people for some reason are into sports, not people around me at least, which is good, but I just don't understand sports. They're so boring, especially football. You're just seeing a bunch of people kicking football from one point to the other. What's the fun part? And people go crazy and like go violent in their families and towards their families and stuff. Why? It is just so dumb and pointless. Like, you have no control over how the game goes. Why freak out when something just doesn't go the way you go? I just don't, I don't know. Sports, I will never understand. None of the sports are neat in my opinion. Maybe pool is okay, but I still don't like it. I just don't like sports. They're boring, they're not fun at all, and I just don't care about them. This next thing is also pretty big, but it is streamers. People who watch streamers are so boring and they have nothing better to do with their lives. I mean, like stuff like, you know, if you're watching your friend play a game or something like that, then okay, I would understand it to some degree. But I'm talking about like Casey Neistat and what's that, the Kai, whatever his name is. Why watch those people? I see like people like I Show Speed as well. There's literally thousands upon thousands of people like like 180,000 people watching those streams. Why? What do you find so interesting about just a guy sitting in his room being stupid, first of all, just blaring out stupid things, and just, you know, posting like texting and then images? Like, you can't even text in those chats because they're like, they go by super fast. So that person is not gonna see your message unless you donate a lot of money. I just, people who actively go every day, wake up and actively watch streams instead of YouTube or anything else, I don't understand you. You're on another different level. I just don't get you. This next thing is probably also going to like poke a lot of people, but it is drum and bass. Now, before I get into it any further, I would just like to say that I'm a huge fan of music. Music is literally a part of me and part of my soul. I wouldn't be here if there wasn't for music. I love EDM, I like tech house, you know, there are certain genres of music that I like, but I just don't understand drum and bass and stuff like Skrillex and stuff like that. Because how you're supposed to dance to that? You're just listening to like work tools, basically. It doesn't make sense. Oh, but there's multiple different versions of drum and bass. From what I've heard, there's like maybe 5% of drum and bass that's good. The rest of it is just my brain, just brain damage, basically. And I mean, I don't get it. It sounds like you're smelling paint. It's just not great. I don't like it. The last thing that I'm gonna have on this list is crunchy food. I do not like crunchy food. Like chips, stuff like that. I just, God, like Doritos, God, it's just, and then, like something gets stuck in your teeth or like pokes you. I hate it. Crunchy cookies, no, like just no. Just give me soft cookies. Give me, you know, like chips, Pringles are fine. I wouldn't say they're as crunchy as Doritos, but just still, I don't like crunchy food. Have you ever eaten like something, you know, like pasta or something, and then you bite it down on something crunchy? Yeah, that's how I feel every time I'm eating something crunchy. It's just not great. I do not like it whatsoever. It's just disgusting. God, crunchy food, get out of here. So that would do it. That would be my unpopular opinions. Let me know down in the comments what you think, because some of these topics that I've hit probably gonna anger a lot of people. So just let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think, and if you agree or disagree on some of these, I would like to hear what you have to say. Don't feel threatened by any of this. Honestly, this is just me, and this video isn't meant to rage bait people or anything like that. It's literally just my unpopular opinions, and if you think I'm rage baiting, that's totally on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I offended you. You enjoy what you enjoy, that's what matters, and you have fun with things that you have fun. If something puts a smile on your face, then go for it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Click here if you want to check out some of the rest of the content that I've created, and click here if you want to stick to the channel and keep up with all my videos. Stick around for next video because I'm going to be talking about things that put a smile on my face, so maybe we'll click out on some more positive things. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you around. Peace.